Hi, I'm Sean Waterman and you're watching FedScoop TV. We're here at the greatest show on earth, RSA, at the Moscone Center in San Francisco, and joining me, Bryan Sartin, Executive Director of Global Security Services for Verizon Inc. Bryan, thanks for being here.
You betcha, happy to be here.
So tell us what you're doing at RSA. What's your play?
Well, we're here promoting, among other things, the release of our second annual Data Breach Digest report.
And this comes out of the data from your best-in-class data breach incident report.
That's right. Yep, Data Breach Investigations Report. It's a companion to the DBIR, and it gives you more of let's say, a view through the eyes of the investigators working cases, but also a little bit of a feeling for what it's like to be one of the victims of these cyber attacks, like a chief security officer navigating one of these difficult situations.
And one case study in particular has attracted a lot of attention because of its Internet of Things connection. Can you tell us about that, the Pandemonium case?
Absolutely. It's called the Pandemonium, and it's an actual breach situation that we investigated. It involves a university. I can't exactly disclose what part of the world it takes place in, but in this situation, adversaries were able to hijack and get control of a variety of different IoT assets, up to and including some vending machines and lamp posts, intelligent lighting, and other elements on the campus that weren't part of traditional IT security, and they were able to overcome and take offline certain functions that were in the university, let's say, student-facing. So it took some services offline, created a very big deal. It was very hard to investigate, but it was an important case for us because it really signals a shift in the threat landscape. These IoT breaches, that's the next horizon.
I think you're right, but there are also some more traditional examples in the report.
There are.
A financial services sector breach?
Yes, we do. We have one called the Golden Fleece, which something I really encourage the readers to check out. Happens to be the first story on deck in the Breach Digest, and it's a really interesting situation involving social engineering and wire fraud. And as incredible and let's say unbelievable as a story might sound, it's actually a scenario that we encounter with some frequency, which is why it's in the digest.
Well, I'm sure all our viewers will want to look that up, and they can find it on your website.
Yes, sir, you betcha.
So, Bryan, one final question. One of the, I think, trends we're seeing here at RSA is the sort of proliferation of threat intelligence solutions.
Yep.
Do you have a play in that space?
We do.
Tell me about
absolutely.
that.
I mean, Verizon's got a unique position, and a lot of it comes down to our assets. We are with approximately 800,000 route mile network around the globe, and we have a big piece of the world's internet traffic on a given day. And even when the sources and victims of cyber attacks, they aren't connected to Verizon directly, facets of those attacks traverse our network between A and B. And it puts us in a position of having optics and a certain situational awareness of cyber attacks in motion, and reinforcing that, leveraging that to be disruptive in security. That's a huge focus for us in Verizon Security.
Well, thanks very much for your time, Bryan.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And you can see more of CyberScoop TV on our website or our YouTube channel.